Myself, Rima Kumari Rawat, B.Ed trainee from Siliguri B.Ed Tarai College. As my method paper is Political Science, today I am going to clear the topic Constitution, why and how. I have chosen this topic from class 11 NCERT book chapter 1, why we need a constitution. So before going to start, I would like to tell you what is the meaning of the constitution. The constitution is a book in which rules and regulations of the society are written to govern the society. For an example, school diary. As you all have seen in a school diary, there are rules and regulations are written so that the school can work smoothly. Same goes for the constitution. Now, moving on the features of the constitution. Now, I am going to tell you the features of the constitution one by one. So, my first point is allow coordination and assurance. The constitution provides a right to the citizens to live together and assure them to live freely and happily in the society, irrespective of caste, sex, race, religion, etc. For an example, you all have seen in the classroom, there are so many students, they all study together. Some of them are Muslim, some of them are Hindu, some of them are Christian. In the same way, some of them are very intelligent, some of them are peaceful, some of them are naughty. But in the classroom, they all have to coordinate and study together because our school has certain rules and regulations which students have to follow. In the same way, in society, there are so many citizens with different nature, different religion, different behavior. They all have to coordinate and stay together in the society. As our constitution also provided some rights to the citizen of the country to live freely in the society. But the citizen of the country have to follow the rules and regulation of the society. Now, moving on the second point, that is specification of decision-making power. To govern the society, we need someone who can control the society. As in earlier classes, we have studied about the monarchy, where king rules. In dictatorship, the dictator rules. But we are having democratic country in which all the power exists within the citizens of the country. The citizens of the country are having decision-making power. But we are having populated country, so it is not possible for every citizen to take part directly to form government. So we, the citizen of the country, choose one representative through vote. For example, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi is the representative of our country who is governing our country. Now, the next point is limitation on power of government. The Constitution provides some rights to the citizens of the country to form government. But when government are not performing their duty well or imposes certain rules and regulations against the right of the citizens, in that case, citizen can go to the Supreme Court. For example, if government said that there will be no right of freedom to speech or right to religion, in that case, the citizen of the country can vote against them. For an example, in the classroom, you all have seen there is one monitor who is responsible for their duty. But if monitor is not performing his duty or responsibility well, in that case, rest of the student can complain to the teacher. In the same way, in society, if our citizen is not satisfied with the government, they can complain to the Supreme Court. Because in our democracy, judiciary is very important. Now, my next point is fundamental identity of the person, as the constitution provides political and moral identity of the citizen to the country. For example, if someone will ask your name, about yourself, you said your name and the state you belong. It comes in political identity. But when you said that you are Hindu, you are Muslim, it comes in moral identity. But our constitution has not given importance to this state or religion. In our constitution, all citizens of the country are equal irrespective of caste, sex, race, religion, etc. So now I am going to end up my topic over here. Thank you so much.